Well, two churches will be hosting the Lima Symphony Orchestra. We're going to learn more about Bach by Candlelight. Joining us today, we've got, of course, Maestro Andrew Crust to tell us more. And thanks for coming today.
Always great to be here.
All right, so I was just joking with you. Seems like it's the atmosphere that this kind of music was meant to be sitting in by candlelight, right?
Exactly. There were no electric lights back in the 1700s, and so it transports you right back to that time.
All right, so what's the orchestra going to be playing? Some pieces that everyone's going to enjoy?
Absolutely. So when you think of Bach, you think of J.S. Bach, Johann Sebastian Bach, but there were other ones too. He actually had 20 children.
What?
I don't know how
he had time
to compose anything. Only 10 of them survived, unfortunately, but 4 of them were composers as well. So we're doing 2 pieces by his sons, and a lot by J.S. Bach himself, and one by Heitor Villa-Lobos, who is a Brazilian composer who wrote a piece inspired by Bach. So he's one of these composers that really inspired composers and artists and musicians for hundreds of years since his time. So we're going to focus on his music and everything that was inspired by him. It's going to be an amazing setting. I mean, imagine being in this just gorgeous church covered in candles. This is my first one, actually, but it's something we do every single year, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Right. Okay, so was his son as good as his dad? I mean, did you say those pieces compare or not?
Well, we're doing 2 of his sons' works, actually, C.P.E. Bach and J.C. Bach, but you know, it's hard to say who's better. Bach obviously is one of the pillars, right, of Western classical music, one of the names that even if you don't know classical music, you know Bach, Mozart, Beethoven, Brahms, things like that. So he, in terms of changing the world, he was the one. He really did.
Yeah, very good. Okay, so let's talk about 2 different concerts playing the same music though, right?
That's right, in 2 different churches. We take this opportunity to go outside of Lima. So this time on Sunday, we're going to be in Salina at Immaculate Conception at 4 p.m. Tickets are, I mean, $20 if you're an adult, $10 if you're a student. That's a couple lattes, right? So for what you're getting there. And then the day before, Saturday, is going to be here in Lima at Trinity United Methodist. And you know, it's really going to be some of my favorite music. We have 2 soloists from within the orchestra. Our principal cello, our principal second violin. Everybody knows the Bach Cello Suite No. 1. Yo-Yo Ma has recorded it 1,000 times. It's one of the most popular pieces of classical music. You'll get to hear that live in a very intimate setting. So it's really, it's just perfect for that intimate ambiance. It's really something you can't miss.
All right, so let's switch gears. And do you enjoy working with children? Because you're going to be at the library on Saturday too, earlier in the day at 10:30. What's that kind of like to introduce kids into the orchestra? It's
so important. I mean, we do a lot of education programs here, more than most orchestras. And this Mornings with the Maestro, as we call it, at the library, is great because the kids just pile into a circle. They're of all different ages. It's really intimate and interactive, and we teach them things like this time is Meet Tchaikovsky, you know, and we also learn what is a composer, what do they do. We're going to be doing one on dance, how to learn different dance styles, or meet the woodwind instruments. It's really important because not every parent unfortunately, exposes their kids to a wide range of music. So somebody's got to do it, and to have those musicians right there in front of them is really powerful.
All right, real quick before our time, February 2, you have things coming up, right?
February 12 is one of my favorite programs of the year. It's called American Voices. It's sort of a celebration of Black History Month. We've got 3 different Black composers and a wonderful soprano, Catherine Jolly. And at the end of the performance, we have a spoken word performance. So it's sort of a poetry, I wouldn't call it a slam, but a live poetry event. It's going to be really special.
All right, we'll learn more about that too. Andrew, thanks for coming today.
Thank you very much.
All right, don't go away. Nathan's in with a look at the weather forecast.